Hello, and welcome to the Blueprint Roundtable. Today, we are going to be retouching on a previous topic from a roundtable that we've done before. Basically, going to be touching on the forward, future facing role, incorporating challenges and maybe some benefits to whether or not, folks are focusing too much on industry experience and how we envision that potentially evolving or shifting as we move forward into current and future state. So, with that, Matt, I'll kick it to you.
Yeah, thanks, Emily. I appreciate you having me on the show again. I
You're welcome.
think I think we're continuing to see the trend of industry experience is more of a requirement than a nice to have, whether or not the job description that you're looking at says it. Hiring managers and companies are looking for candidates or individuals that come from the industry, that know how to talk to the personas, know how to navigate the whatever vertical they're in. So I'm, at least on my end, I'm still seeing the trend as year over year significantly higher, and still as high as it was earlier this year. I don't think we're going to see that go away anytime soon. I think with the market where it is, um, it's more of a safe bet for clients to hire somebody who's come from the industry, right? It reduces your risk of a negative onboarding or negative performance long term, regardless of the role. That being said, we do have some clients that prefer not to have any industry experience. Those are more rare. I appreciate those approach. I think it makes it for a much more diverse background in terms of shared experiences across the team. When you bring people in from different industries or different verticals, maybe even non-traditional, like people that haven't sold SaaS but have sold services into the industry that you're providing SaaS for. I think those teams holistically, they're more fun to work on as a recruiter, and I've always enjoyed managing that type of team where you bring people from different backgrounds together. But there is more risk there that you bring somebody in industry who has always sold to technical white collar folks and can't sell to non-technical blue collar individuals, and we've seen that. All three of us have seen that before, right? But so I think the trend is here to stay for the foreseeable future. Um, I'll pause there because I don't remember the part two and part three of the question. But Chrissy, let's get your thoughts and then we can round back to me if needed.
Yeah, well, you broke out up a little bit there, Matt. I'm not sure if it's because you live so far out from the city and you don't have good reception.
So sorry.
But we'll work with what we've got. Um, Emily,
This is not SNL, Chrissy. Please get it together for our
Emily,
viewers.
not just to laugh that hard.
I'm trying to keep it in.
We're not doing this one again. Our viewers could still be listening. We're not
All
doing this
right,
again, so we're
so,
going to run it.
Hey, this is candidly who we are, you know?
Yeah.
okay. So, oh, there's a
Blueprint
whole,
Unfiltered.
yeah. So I heard most of what you said, but you broke up a little bit. So I will try to answer and hopefully not cover what it sounded like you were more supportive of people hiring from industry experience to have industry experience. No, okay, then I misheard that a little bit. I
This is
think
just like our one-on-ones. It's like the message gets lost somewhere.
right. So my from a future standpoint, so I think right now, particularly a little bit earlier this year, which I know we're talking current and moving forward, but I think anytime people want to feel good about a decision or feel like they've got to have a backfill or a good reason for why they hired somebody, if they don't work out, it's to say like they had all the industry experience, right? It's kind of a way to not take accountability. And I think that that actually is just going to continue to get harder and harder to do because, and I say this all the time, probably a broken record, but it's true. We're in a transitional moment where employees no longer have the same upper hand that they have had for decades. I'm not saying that there aren't times where they have the upper hand, but it is not like this with employers up here. It is starting to even out more. And so why that's important is folks, when you're looking for, your desired unicorns and things and offering a job, and it was there weren't as many jobs available for a while like that because of remote work. So you could maybe get your unicorn a little bit easier or higher with that background. But now there's so much competition and in the workforce, even in a bad economy, and there's so much more demand from employees that you choosing like what you want that makes you feel better but doesn't really interview if the person has skills or not is just it's not something that's going to continue to go back to where it was, right? And so I also think too, like, how many times do we have to see studies that tell us that that doesn't work? Like
Yeah.
industry experience is one piece of a much bigger puzzle. And it often does not have any correlation to how good someone is, right? Like you can hire someone from the industry and they can be rock star, and you can hire someone from the industry and they're awful, right? The industry experience has nothing to do with either of their performance. It's skills and behaviors that are lacking or strong between them, right? And I think we're going to get more comfortable with that, and I think we're seeing that more, right? Like um a little bit, but but also there's more, accountability for when you make this hire, they need to work out well. And so I think we're just in that transitional moment where it's still going to be a little tough. People are still going to expect things that aren't realistic, but I think the workforce and the demands that are coming from that will change over time. And you're also having so many new industries or little sub industries pop up because of technology like AI that you're not going to have a lot of experience in things like that because they're newer. So I think we'll just kind of naturally gravitate away from some of that over time is my thought. But that's all I have.
No, those are both fantastic points of view. I think very similar. But yeah, I think to wrap, the summary would be that, people still do it. It's a way to kind of, maybe not intentionally, but definitely a way to kind of dodge some accountability if a potential hire is not the right fit. But yeah, I think it goes to kind of what we always say is look beyond the resume, look at the skills and behavior that the person brings. And I think that as the workforce continues to evolve, that the thought is that we might be forced to kind of look beyond industry related experiences, especially as tech comes into play more and more. But great chat, great points of view. Thank you both for your thoughts, and that's all we have today. See you next
Thank you,
time.
Emily, as always.
Bye.